Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. This is Flapjack and Beans. As I said, I'd be reviewing a few items. Well, something's just arrived for me in the post, which I don't know whether it's early or late really. I ain't forgotten about it, it's just a job I've got yet to do. One of the problems with filming while riding a motorcycle is cameras. So I've bought, I know you get it thrust down your neck all the time on Facebook, on Instagram, everything that you look at is quadlock for an iPhone. So this phone is my new birthday present. It's an iPhone 14 Pro, and I love the phone. And sometimes I'd like to have it on the bike. Well, my intention is to use this as a screen while I'm riding, which is touch screen obviously with my gloves. And I can change cameras on my bike, and I can see what's happening on the screen ostensibly. That's the overall plan, but whether that's going to work out, I don't know. So I bought the vibration kit and one or two other bits, I don't know. I maybe had a beer when I was buying them the other night, and it was a Black Friday deal and all that rubbish, you know, where you get, I think we got 30% off. I've never had a Quadlock, I don't know how they fit, how they work. I'm going to work it out. It'll be an install onto the KTM 1290 sometime this week or next week, which I shall review and do a film. So I'd just like to share with you this. I've not even looked inside yet. I've just got this delivery note just arrived to try thank you for your order. Yeah, thank you. And we'll see what's inside this baby. It's not very packed very good. Look at that, look at that. It's all ripped there, but I don't even know. Anyhow, let's have a look what we've got inside. So we've got a iPhone 14 Pro case. You see, this is what put me off, because I've got an orange case, which is that because I ride a KTM. So I bought the orange leather case, and I've dropped this phone 4 or 5 times off the bike, and poof, poof, and it's bounced, and this case has been good. So I just hope this is as good, because you have to have that function. I don't really know how this works, so let's just get a knife here. Let's see what we've got in here. I presume there's a lot of people who can show me how to fit quad locks. I mean, they're very popular, I presume. Well, I think they are. I don't know, but so what do we get here? We get a warranty, and that's your case. I hope it fast charges through that case. I don't know. Let's just put it in and let's see. I don't like my phone out of a case. It's like a slippery mackerel, isn't it? It's like a. I mean, I know people can have them out of cases, but I'm not very good with them out of that case at all. I'm not very good at them in case, to be truthful. But, you know, you pay all that money for a phone, you've got to try and protect it, haven't you? And they only come in boring black. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with black, but, you know, I'm a colour guy. I like reds, oranges, yellows, blues, greens, pinks, anything, but not so much pink. But anyway. So that's installed. Let's just see if it charges. Yes, it does. Oh, I'm pleased about that. It goes on to fast charge. You've just got to make sure it's on properly. Yeah, so that's charging. So that's that. So that's an iPhone 14 Pro Quadlock case with its little warranty book, which we'll look at in a bit. What else have we got in this box then? Item number 2, handlebar Pro mount, whatever that means. Handlebar mount Pro. So, we'll look at that in a minute. What's this? Adhesive car mount. I think that was just, I get fed up sometimes that when I've got my phone in car, although it is charging and I stream music, I stream a lot of music through Apple CarPlay, but I get fed up sometimes. I can't put my phone where I want it, and this is supposed to be a flexible mount, so I'm hoping that does some good for me there. We've got, as I said, I like colours. It's supposed to be red, that, but it's a strange red. Locking lever, whatever that does, no idea. I bought these just in case. These are bigger shims, bigger washers. So I don't know whether I need them on, but I presume they go with that kit there. There's another big box here. Christ, this is heavy. Weatherproof wireless charger. Weatherproof wireless charger. So I presume I've got to somehow put a USB to that on the bike. As I say, this is going to be an install for later anyway. I'm just sort of showing you what's come. Vibration damper. That's supposed to save you 1,300 quid phone or 1,400 quid phone from bouncing and ruining its... Hi, good morning, it's Flapjack and Beans here, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all enjoyed this nice rainy monsoon season we've been having. By gum, there's some water come down. Anyway, continuing on to my little place yesterday. As I said yesterday, I bought all this array of stuff here. I don't really know why. That's for a car mount for the car, which I'll not be using at the moment. But this is what we're going to install today on the Mighty Orange in a moment. It's a weatherproof wireless charger, complete with the vibration anti-damper there, look, which you can see, and the iPhone 14 Pro case, which is on my phone, which is now being used as a camera. So there we go. And this is the handlebar mount Pro, which is a CNC bit. It's a very nice bit of kit actually, and I ordered that because they generally come in blue, so you could get that option now to a red one. So I ordered the red one, which is that. But then I find that when I open the box, it's a black one, so I've decided to keep the black one, so that is surplus to requirements. So I've pre-installed the handlebar mount here, which is the CNC bit, which you can see here. I've pre-installed that. I put on the anti-dampener, which is there, look, the vibration dampener, which you can see how that works there, look. You see how it comes in there, look. There we go. And then this part here is your wireless charger, and this is the part that I've put it all together. It's just for a dummy run. I'm now going to mount it on the bike soon, and we'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, just to continue on with the install of this Quadlock thing, I've placed a cover over the bike here. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in a minute. These centres, these bosses, I've got the measurements on, and I'm using for the KTM. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. I thought they were 22mm bars, but I've tried the 22mm boss, but it's not right. So what we're going to do, you can film on here, Roy, we're going to come over here. There has to be a little gap, which there is there in fairness, so that's the 25. I think is it dead 25? I'll just read what it says so you do know if you're fitting one on a KTM. It's 25.4mm 1-inch bar, it says, so I actually think these bars go fatter and thinner, because if you move it up there, look, it's gone slack. So, but that'll be a good position to have it there. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, be careful when you fit this Pro mount, there's a little rubber in here, look. It's just a little rubber and it fits in there. And you don't want to lose it. I'm not sure that you take that out if you're going to route a cable through it. I'm going to have to come across that as and when we get to that. It might not be for that actually, but then again it might be, knowing my luck. In fact, I'm thinking that's what it's going to be. So it might be a case of this is going on and coming off again like a prostitute's nightie. So we'll see. So you put that over there, look, you've got that little gap, and you make sure that that's going to fit on, which I'm sure it will now. It goes in place there like that. Wiggle it round. Then you've got to find your bolt hole, your long bolt, which is, I don't know where that is. Is it there? Another neat little touch about this Quadlock stuff, it comes with blue dab on it. It comes already Loctited up, so that's quite neat. I don't know whether they all do that. As I say, this is my first install, so, and that's the wrong screw. So here we are, we're just putting the space in, as we say, the 25mm one, and we now just tighten this up, which should work pretty well, I hope. We'll soon know if it don't get tight. I'm only going to put it sort of finger tight just to see where we're going to end up with this mount. Yeah, that's going to work there, that's going to be fine there, so we'll just give it a little bit more of a nip up. Just leave it at that. It just tell you what newtons to actually torque it up to. Are you listening, David Mellor? Right, that's a private joke. Here we go. So which way round do we have this sucker? I presume we're going to have it soon, so you can have it there, look. we'll put it, I think, these are all fine adjustments, aren't they? So you don't want it there, you want it there, I'd say, maybe. We'll put it there for the time being. As I say, we're just doing these loosely. And then we can actually decide where everything goes in place in a minute. So that's going to be that, roughly. And now you can see the dampener. Yes, looks quite good. So that'll go there. Now, the thing what we want now, make sure that it doesn't hit anything on the bars. It doesn't. Right, the thing that we want now is to run power to this charger. So I could go into a 12 volt socket here, and I could put in a little USB connector, but that means a wire dazzling across here. Well, I'm not that kind of guy, and I don't fancy running wires across here. So I've come up with a little idea. I don't know whether it's going to work, but in here, I can show in here, Roy. In here, we've got a USB connector in there. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Right, it's right in there. But anyway, we've got a USB connector in here. So I'm going to pull that out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this pouch off, which I'm going to try and do now and show you on camera. So I think it's just 4 bolts this, I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. Let's hope we don't drop any. We'll put them as they are as they come out. This is in lifetime, there's no editing here. This is live. It's just always raw at Flapjack and Beans. Right, that comes out. Now down here, I believe, let's have a look. Yes, not the easiest one to get to. Yeah, down here. We've got another screw. I've just put that on, it's making it even hard to get to, but not to worry. I'm sure KTM fitters get to these. Now these have got different heads on the top, but as you can see, so we'll put them at the top of the bait. There. We'll get to this one now. So we drop one on the floor, I think, here. Bugger. You don't know when I get my magnet. I knew that'd happen. There we go. Let's help him out carefully. Got him. So that's got him. Right, now my theory is this. I don't know if this is going to work, but this is my theory. If I take this box out, right, now in here, I'm not the world's best wiring man, I don't have a lot of patience for wiring. I'm alright with engines. When it comes to wiring, I'm not your favourite person. If you show me a look, Roy, there's 2 little lugs here, which you've got to press in, I presume, and pull this sucker out. That's what I'm describing it as. Maybe you pull that one off, yeah. You need to get that one. Just let me get some snap nose pliers. See, my theory is, I can do this without breaking my leg. If I get this baby off here, well, it's not holding anything now. Right, continuing on, I've removed the box entirely off the bike so it's easier. And what I'm trying to do, this is your USB connector, which is in your box, where I plug my phone in normally to charge. Right, and I'm trying to get it through the hole, but it won't go that way. So I've disconnected that from the inside of near the tank, and I'm going to now pull the wire through that way. So now we've got an empty box, right, which I intend now putting something over there, sealing that up, putting that back, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So I've put some good old black duct tape over there now. which it just steals that from getting water in. Obviously we're not going to use that section now. This can be used as a full cubby rather than a charging area at the moment. So I could have put a splitter on it, I presume, and maybe use both sections, but for now, for this exercise, we're going to use that. So now we're going to put this back. Right, so as I say, this idea, I don't know whether it's going to work, but I've took the shortest USB connection, which you can show me, Roy. It connects here on a weatherproof round here, right round here, Roy. No, right round here. On a weatherproof socket, because this was one of the complaints. That's your USB-C connector, which goes into there. Right, so that's your USB-C connector, got in there on that weatherproof socket, or weatherproof connector, where it's supposed to be. And I've just wrapped the wire round the bars. I'm going to put a cable tie on there shortly. I'm just getting it loosely. Then this now will run, come round to the side, Roy, will run the cabling. You just can't get the staff for the camera crew. The cabling will run under there, that's my theory now, into here, which is where I'm going to hide away this thing. So we connect it now up to the USB. That's as if it was in the box now. And so somehow we've got to hide all this bollocks away in here. So that's my plan. So that has to be now connected back to here, which is that way, right? Can you see? That way. That's connected on. So basically what you've got to lose is that lot under there somewhere. I don't know where, but I'll lose that lot. There, I think, like that. Hopefully the contraption here will go on. Let's just have a little dummy run with that. I've got a feeling that that's got to be moved a bit more. Yeah, it has. So it might not work, this idea. I might have to lose all this cabling. That's not going to go on there. Okay, continuing on with the installation of this Quadlock. Blimey. I haven't been able to film it because it's just been too impractical. But what I've done, I've connected the USB from the box here, from this box here, that one. So I've sealed that up now so it's rainproof. It's just a hole there, which you've all got in your KTM there. So I took the USB holder out of there, I've connected it into the main USB here, and I've hidden it under there. Look, you can see it's a bit finicky. And then you've got to really put these wires down ready. I've sealed it with some insulation tape to make it rainproof. Right, and according to Cocker now, I'm hoping we can get this box back in. And then we can adjust this cable wire here and tie it. Look at that, perfect. So yeah, so I can even shove that wire through just a little bit. So I'll have a cable tie there and a cable tie there, yeah. So we'll put this back now and I'll come back to you in a minute. Roll. You're on. Okay, continuing on. So you can see now we've got the phone mounted on. As I say, I've never used a Quadlock, so do forgive me if I'm a bit slow. But that's off, and that's on. So that's the way we're going to have it. And I suppose if you want it horizontally, you have to fanny about with it that way, do you? Not ever used one. There we go. Near enough. So that'll be that. So to take it off, twist it off. You don't drop your phone. And to put it on, it'll be on like that. But the better thing about it is, this is what I'm going to show you. So now the only thing, I've got this wire here which I've cable tied here, and if you come round here you can see it's plugged in where it is. So I'll just take it off. But as you can see now, there's a green charging light, ignition's on. So ignition off, and off it goes off. Ignition on it comes. But the beauty about it is there's a little button under here, so if you think you like, my phone's probably fully charged at the moment, so let's just put this back on. Right, so we're on. There we are, we're on. And there's a little button there. You can see it's charging now. Look there, the green. Can you see it's charging? If I press the little button, it should now go off. Yeah, it's gone off, you see. So when your phone's fully charged, just touch that little button and it's off. So I've got no fanning around with wires plugged into the back of the phone. That's it. That's the wireless charger. That's how it's going to look on the Mighty Orange. As I say, I've just got that little wire there. I might reroute that, but the box has gone back on well. I mean, it's still a cubby hole. I can still put my phone in it, whatever I want to put in there or whatever. But the reason I'm using this as it is now is when I'm YouTubing, I want it as a camera as well as a monitor. So what I do with that now, I shall power that to my camera, and that'll be my screen, so I can mount my camera anywhere on the bike I want, and I can see what's happening on this screen. So yeah, that should be good to go. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. I might make some minor adjustments later on, but let's see how we go. Okay, if you like the video, would you please give it a thumbs up, and any questions, if I can help you anyway, just ask me. And if you'd like to consider subscribe to the channel, it would help. Thanks for watching. Ride safe.